Good evening. Good evening. Happy Sunday evening. Yeah, I did write like five more pages, about 5, 6 pages of this physics paper. By now it's like 26 pages, single space. Okay. Wow. It's been a week, I think. About, right? Yeah. Since we started this venture of writing this proof of Einsteinian relativity theories. Yeah, so what did I write about? That's the kind of things that we talked about like earlier today. Okay, yeah. I just wrote it down. Plus some more. Alright, so funny. Because the last sentence I wrote is something like this. Okay, so this inertial symmetry proposition, which is very much Galilean and Newtonian, okay? And the Einsteinian proposition, the speed of light, relative speed of light is absolute, it's just constant, okay? And they are incompatible with each other. But which one would people regard as axiom, the self-evident truth? It's up to the people. It depends on which scientist they want to believe in. So, science is not that different from religion, is it? Right? So yeah, that's what I said. Okay, in the paper. So I'm really enjoying writing all this. It's so fun. Yeah. No worries. Once it's done, I put it somewhere, okay, in the online so that people can read it. All right. I did talk to my friends about this paper, and yeah, there's some interest. Yeah, just like the previous paper that I wrote, and I got some positive feedbacks from my friends about the previous paper. Okay. Yeah. It's going good. Okay, so yeah, I just crank out all these academic papers. Okay, so yeah, for the next 2 years. Yeah. Most likely, after 2 years of doing this, probably I'll get back to campaign trail, trying to be United States Senator uh, because after 2 years in solitary confinement like this, just writing academic articles, if I do that for 2 years, probably I will want to get back out there and do some dancing and singing, karaoke and interact with people. Probably I will want that in 2 years. Okay, so and it seems most likely I will write about one academic paper, each of which about 30, 50, probably like 50, 40 pages long, uh, on the average of every month. Okay, that's the kind of speed I'm going at, it seems. Yeah. Yeah, so. The mushroom vodka, I don't really like this. Okay, so it's too funky. Okay, so that's not the kind of taste I'd like to have. I may just trash it. Okay, so I mean, chef mushroom vodka is great. Like, but soft mushroom vodka, I don't think it's a good match. Okay, I don't think so. It's too funky. Okay, so yeah. So I stick with more herbivore, the vegetable. I mean the plant-based vodka, as opposed to. But chef mushroom vodka, like chaga vodka or horseshoe mushroom vodka, they are great. They're great. Yeah. Soft mushroom, not really. But I tried. They just don't taste very good. So, what else did I write? It's about one dimension, zeroth dimension, one dimension, and I talked about basically in the beginning. I mean, I kind of paralleled the Book of Genesis, Bible, expressly. Okay, I did talk about that. Okay, so yeah, Book of Genesis, light is the very first thing that God created, right? But in this paper, we do talk about religion a lot, unlike other science papers, physics papers. Yeah, we expressly talk about religion a lot, okay? Because what Mr. Einstein did is he kind of implicitly assumed the existence of God, okay? The absolute, static observer, the unchanging, the everlasting, the timeless God. He implicitly assumed the existence of God, okay? And I did write that in this paper. It's kind of like essay style, but it is also serious physics paper though, to mathematics too. Because the section I was writing is titled as a dimensionality. Okay, so it's like yeah. So there's a subsection. Okay, so chapter is Roman numeral, right? Then section is 1, 2, 3. Subsection ABC. Okay, so I'm writing subsections. First subsection is zeroth dimension. Okay, in the beginning, let's say there's this photon, but in this thought experiment, we are not going to assume the existence of God like Einstein did. He did assume the existence of God implicitly, but in this thought experiment, we are not going to assume the existence of God. Okay, the absolutely static observer. No, it's just one photon. Yeah, it kind of like ironic, right? Because we took the cue from Bible, huh? Like in Book of Genesis, yeah, let there be light. Hmm? Light was the very first creation of God, and God saw the light, and it was good. Hmm? So Christianity, Judeo-Christianity, is very fond of light, and I did talk about Taoism too. Yeah, unlike Western Christianity, yeah, in Taoism of Asia, China, they're very fond of water. I did talk about that. Okay, so yeah, I just wrote down what we discussed here in humanology series earlier this morning. Okay, I just wrote it down. So thank you for being with me, because you really make great difference. You being here. Okay, so and of course, if nobody's watching this, yeah, I'll be still doing this, right? But still, I really appreciate your time. Okay, thank you. Thank you. But hey, I don't want to waste your time. Okay, so but feel free to watch this. Absolutely, if you find it entertaining, interesting, if it helps, yeah, yeah. Everybody's welcome here. Okay, so everybody. Okay, so I may say something that you may disagree with, but hey, we can still be friends, right? That's the best part, right? Tolerance. It's like unconditional love. It's like family, right? Yeah. Yeah, because people are different, right? My dad, my mom, my siblings, we're all different individuals. We have different opinions, but we are still family members. My friends, half of my friends are liberalists. The other half, conservatives. It doesn't matter. We're still friends. We disagree. Even my conservative friends, I disagree with them. I'm more pro-choice. They're more pro-life, right? But we are still friends, and that's the best part, right? Yeah. Some of my friends even have tattoos and piercings. It doesn't matter. I love them. They're my friends. Okay. So. Some of my friends even community members. It doesn't matter. I love them. Okay. Yeah, we disagree. We are still friends. Huh? Yeah, no problem. That's the best part in friendship, right? Yeah. unconditional love. Okay, we may disagree on some issues, but we're still friends. Huh? Yeah. That's beautiful. Diversity, tolerance, freedom. Yeah. All right, let's take 5 minutes, okay? Yeah. Then maybe I sing a song or martial art dancing, whatever. Okay, so yeah. I don't really want to talk about physics. I've been writing about it for 2 3 hours. Okay, so yeah, I do my job. Okay, so Sunday evening, yeah. So I'm writing this physics article, right? I mean, it could become some kind of like spectacular failure. It kind of rhymes, right? Yeah, that's why I wanted to say that. Spectacular failure. Maybe I have another conversation with Alaska residential moose, this character in this paper, the former Jesus imposter. Yeah, this moose making fun of me in this fiction snippet. Okay. Oh, you're a spectacular failure. Your paper will not be published. So why keep on writing this? Oh, hey, welcome back, Mr. Alaskan Moose, or Miss Alaskan Moose, residential moose, neighborhood moose, the hood moose. Welcome back, and you're always a welcome guest in my yard, my premises. I don't count you as a trespasser or yeah, you're kind of former Jesus imposter, right? You pretend to be a Jesus, Mr. Jesus, right? But yeah, well, maybe I'll write that tomorrow. Okay, so because I want to strike balance between humor, like this literature, screenplay, this novel, and science. Okay, so half and half, and I write that all down in this physics paper. Okay, so this I want to have fun. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying writing all this. Okay, so there's some jokes, and it's not like other academic paper. That's why it's not going to be published in journals. Okay, I don't think so. They will reject it. That's fine. I just put it somewhere online in the internet. No problem. Yeah. So maybe I sing a song. I guess I don't know. Uh, after last episode, I didn't quite dance, but I just played YouTube video in the big screen TV. You know the HDMI cable, right? With this computer, laptop computer. I danced like just a little bit, but not like before because nowadays I don't go to clubs or karaoke bars, so I'm not quite motivated to dance. Okay, because yeah, I'm focusing on this academic paper. Well, I danced just a little bit though. Okay, what songs I danced with? Yeah, Shaggy, Angel. Why don't I sing that song then? Huh? Yeah, I like that song, that music video. I think it's originally like country song, right? Yeah, Caucasian female, but Shaggy, the is he like Puerto Rican or Jamaican, somewhere in the Caribbean Sea, right? He's brown and very very talented musician. And Shaggy and the other singer, right? They're very good dancers, singers. Okay, they're fantastic. So. Dun dun da da dun dun da da dun dun da da da. Call you my angel, you my darling angel. Close the keeps you to me, baby. You're my angel, you're darling angel. Call you my favorite enemy, baby. Let's be one party when you're still young. But who's gonna have your back when it's all done? Yeah, it's all good when you're little. You have pure fun, can be a fool, son. What about in the long run? I'm not good at rapping. Okay, they just talk too fast. English is my second language. Okay, so I cannot really rap very well unless I memorize it. Because they just talk too fast. Okay, I cannot. English is my second language. Okay, so. So when I was in my campaign trail, I would go to karaoke bars and because I love rap songs, okay, and I would enlist friends of mine, sometimes even DJs, okay, they are my friends, okay, yeah, disc jockey, the karaoke bar hosts, okay, because they're first English native English speakers, okay, all different races, okay, so yeah, I enlist their help so that they do the rapping and I do the dancing, okay, I used to do that, good old memories. Hmm? Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking forward to continue writing this physics paper tomorrow because I'm gonna write these jokes, okay? The revisitation of Alaska Moose, the Jesus impostor, okay? He pretended to be Jesus. So, oh boy. And, so is it blasphemy? No, I would rather call it divine comedy, okay? I did write that in the paper earlier today, okay? Yeah, I would rather call it divine comedy like Dante, you know? Yeah. What's his first name? Or Alighieri or something like that? I don't know. Yeah, Dante, Divine Comedy, okay? So I did not read that book. Maybe a few pages. Because typically I don't read, okay? Have I don't have time, okay? I'm too busy writing, alright? But yeah, Dante, Divine Comedy, okay? So, yeah. Whew. Yeah, I'm just unwinding from this 3 hours of writing. Uh, it was physics and mathematics, like dimensionality, like zeroth dimension and fourth dimension, the two subsections. And that took me like 5 pages, right? Next subsection is the second dimension. And it will stop there. Why? The third dimension is not necessary. Okay, so. Not in this book. I mean, not in this paper. Second dimension, that's enough. Yeah, but even second dimension isn't that necessary. Okay. So, yeah, so the gist of the dimensionality that we want to discuss in the paper is done. Okay, one dimension, that's good enough. Okay. Second dimension, yeah, we just briefly mention it and just move on to the next section. Some break time narrative, like with this Alaska moose revisitation, and calling me a spectacular failure. And okay, Mr. Alaska moose, you call me a spectacular failure. I call you Jesus imposter. Okay, you pretend to be a Jesus. No, I didn't. You're imagining things. You're drunk. Just figment of imagination. Okay, whatever. But welcome back. Yeah, I love Alaska moose. They're so cute. The vegetation by Alaska moose, they're always welcome guests in my yard. Of course, I have to clean after them. Okay, this moose pile, this moose dung, droppings. Yeah, I wear this latex glove or latex glove, right? And plastic bag, pick them up and put in the trash can, right? Nothing is free, okay? I enjoy their visitation, so enjoy the view and try to pay for it, right? Cleaning after them. Nothing is free. Okay, let's take 5 minutes, okay? All right. Yeah, just relaxing, unwinding. 3 hours academic writing. It was a mathematics, physics stuff, okay, so yeah. Very enjoyable, but at the same time quite intense, so. Yeah. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes. Woo. Okay. I think I dropped my cigarette somewhere. Cigarette case. I don't know where. Oh my goodness. Oh, right there. Okay. Good, good. I found it. Okay, so in the paper, I'm sorry to talk about this paper, but hey, I'm kind of fed up with it because I wrote it, okay? But it's kind of new to you because you haven't read it yet. Yeah, I didn't show anybody. I will send it to my friends if they're interested. I emailed them this PDF. But nobody has seen this yet, as of yet. It's just me writing, so it's new to you, right? So probably you don't mind me talking about it, okay? So I do mind sometimes because I'm kind of fed up sometimes after writing for 3 hours, but I kind of feel like talking about it, okay? So if I may, okay? Uh, so it's the conflict of two propositions, right? Einsteinian and Galilean slash Newtonian, okay? So and they are incompatible, okay? So with each other, and I did write that down in the article, and I did make some examples to illustrate the incompatibility between Galilean proposition and Einsteinian proposition. And Galilean proposition is that universe is symmetric, inertial symmetric. Okay, so that's very Galilean. Okay, so I didn't call it Galilean proposition. I called it inertial symmetry proposition. Okay, and I argue that this proposition should be crowned with the status of axiom, the self-evident truth that does not require any proof. Because it's too obvious, right? Commonsensical. Yeah, and Einsteinian proposition is that speed of light is absolute. It's not relative. And I wrote in the paper, yeah, well, there's no rhyme or reason to think that. Okay, Michelson-Morley experiment is experimental error. It's impossible to uh, measure the practically impossible to measure the relative speed of light because speed of light is way too fast. Okay, so the experimental error margin is just too big. Okay, so even if the fastest jet, it's like something like 300,000 kilometer per hour, something like that. Okay, but in the example, yeah, I did some cheaper jet, like 100,000 kilometer per hour. Okay, and this jet shoot a laser beam to a satellite that's like 100,000 kilometer away. Okay, and this jet is moving at 100,000 kilometer per hour. Okay, and that's Adam, right? And there's Bob, silent Bob, was standing still Bob, shooting the laser at the same time when this jet is passing him by at the same moment. Okay, so this Adam, jet pilot, and Bob standing still when they are at the same point when jet is passing by Bob, shoot out the laser toward the satellite equipped with photo sensor, laser sensor. Okay, so this photon shot by Adam will travel in the speed of, according to Mr. Galileo, at the speed of c, the 3 times 10 to the 8th meter per second, plus 100,000 kilometer per hour, right? Yeah. And Bob's laser photon will travel in traditional speed of light, c. Of course, it's not vacuum, there air, okay? Again, this error there, because it's not vacuum, right? And it cannot be quite exact at the same time because Adam is zipping through like 100,000 kilometer per hour. Alright? The 1,000 times maximum speed of a car, a jet, okay? Very fast jet. So it cannot be exact same time, this Bob shooting laser beam and Adam shooting laser beam, okay? And Adam isn't exactly traveling in at 100,000 kilometer per hour. There's some error there too. And then there's air It's not vacuum exactly. So a lot of room for error, and so that's why it's just impossible. The meta is like existential impossibility to exactly measure the relative speed of photon. Okay, the speed of light is too fast. All right. So Michelson-Morley experiment, they could not measure the relative speed of light, the difference. Okay. So Mr. Einstein, he assumed that relative speed of light is constant, absolute. Okay. So that's why he assumed the speed of light is constant. And if he assumed that, then time had to, time and space had to contract and time had to slow down. Space should shrink and time should slow down. Okay, so that's his line of thinking with Einstein. Okay, so and we are saying that's wrong. Why? Because it's just experimental error. Okay, there's no way to measure it. Because light is just too fast. Okay. We don't want to say too darn fast because that's kind of expletive. Okay. I couldn't help. Yeah. Yeah. So it makes more sense, at least to me, that this Galilean Newtonian symmetry of the universe, yeah, I think it's better proposition to take it as an axiom. But it's up to the readers. It's up to the people. Physicists, they have freedom, rights, liberty. They can believe in whoever they want to. Okay, so it's kind of like politics too. Okay, voters, they have right to vote for any candidates. Okay, so Mr. Einstein is kind of like establishment. He's the incumbent. Me, challenger. Okay, and it's not that I'm running. No, I'm supporting Mr. Galileo, Mr. Newton. All right, and I'm just their supporter. I'm their lawyer. Okay, so it's like this political candidacy election. All right, Mr. Einstein versus Mr. Galileo. Okay, I'm his supporter. Or it's a trial. Mr. Einstein versus Mr. Galileo. I am Mr. Galileo's lawyer. Right? I should talk about that. Maybe I'll talk about that tomorrow. Okay. It's like politics, religion, or trial. Right? I'm on Mr. Galileo and Newton's side. Sir Newton. Okay. The other side, yeah, the establishment, the Mr. Einstein and physicists, right? Very well funded, very well established, majority versus minority. I'm old school, okay, so I'll talk about that, okay? I have conversation with fictional character of Alaskan moose, the hood moose. Moo, moo. They're so cute. I love moose. Yeah. They're tasty too. Nowadays, like moose hunting season. Okay, so some of my friends on the weekends, yeah, they go moose hunting. Okay, and sometimes, yeah, they have enough meat, moose meat, and they give it to me. Okay, oh, they're good. High protein, very lean meat. It's like moose steak. It's like pure protein. Okay, so it's good. Okay, good meat. Yeah. So. All right, we'll take 5 minutes. Yeah, my friends, they're great. They give me like halibut, salmon, moose, berries. Okay, they're like Alaskans, you know. So okay, we'll take 5 minutes. Okay, but yeah, I do go fishing sometimes, but I'm not serious about it. So yeah. Mostly I just run. Okay. So, yeah, science, politics, religion, they're not that much difference, okay? It's about freedom, who they choose to believe in, who they vote for, and also, trial too, okay? Yeah, jurors, right? Yeah, who they side with, plaintiff, defendant, okay? So, yeah, so politics, religion, science, and trial, yeah, we'll talk about that, write about that tomorrow, okay? It'll be very interesting. Yeah. Okay. So I know what to write tomorrow. Well, that's good. Yeah, two-dimension, dimensionality, I just briefly discussed it and just leave it. Alright, because it's not that important. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, it's not important at all. Alright. Yeah, maybe I can talk about light, two photons going like this way in an angle, like 90-degree angle, whatever angle, okay? Yeah. Yeah. So if light is going that like this with 90-degree angle, actually that's no different from light, two photons going like this. There's absolutely no difference. Okay, they don't perceive any difference. Alright. Well, difference in relative velocity, of course. Yes. Because if two photons are going that way, it will be like the square root two times c, the difference. Okay. Yeah, it's a vector subtraction. When light is going that way, the relative speed of light is two times c. Okay. Yeah. But when light's going that way, with 90-degree angle, the two photons will perceive that they are moving away from each other on a straight line. With different speed, of course. Yeah. Like square root of 2 is like 1.4, right? 1.414, something like that. Okay. So it's less than 2c, 2 times c, okay? But still, two photons will perceive themselves moving away from each other on a straight line. Okay? Yeah, that's worth mentioning. Okay, so. So there's nothing special about photon. No. Yeah, photon is microelectric, not microwave, but it's electromagnetic wave. It's a wave property and particle property, and there's this insect over there on the wall. So let me catch that. I think it could be a fruit fly. It is fruit fly. Oh my goodness! Of course I didn't catch that because fruit flies, they are ninjas. They are like so perceptive. So when I approach it, it senses the air movement. When I'm approaching the photon, not photon, the fruit fly on the wall, it has this hair, right? It's hairy, right? So it can sense this air movement and it flies away. So I didn't catch it. They're very difficult to catch. They are ninjas, okay? Fruit flies. They are something else, okay? So, yeah, Drosophila melanogaster, right? Huge in biology, research, genetics, right? Also in bioinformatics too, okay? Because they're very well DNA sequenced, right? So back in the days when I was in Cornell, yeah, I dropped out after 2 years, but back in the days when I was in Cornell, PhD in computational biology, computer science department, okay, Ithaca, New York, where I was born. Yeah, I did make a database and wrote a paper about it. The name of the database, yeah, Drosophila. It's a phylogenetic database of this DNA sequence of Drosophila melanogaster, okay, the fruit fly species. Okay? Yeah, I put some DNA database of this different species of fruit flies. Okay, so yeah, hierarchical relational database and kind of mirror imaging reflecting the hierarchical species phylogenetic tree. So that was what that paper was about. Okay, so it was a nice project. Yeah, I had fun. Yeah, it was one man project, but I did pay visit to professors in biology, computer science. Okay, yeah, and some of them quite well known professors. Okay, yeah. They were very nice to me. Okay, so so in the footnote, yeah, I did thank them. Okay, so for their time. Fruit flies on the wall again. Okay, so this time, yeah, I will try to catch this. Okay, so there's some noise. Yeah, I caught it. Okay. Yeah, Buddhist palm style like this. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I didn't use toilet tissue when I caught it. Just my hand. That's why I failed the previous time. But I didn't want this smudge right on my hand. So, but this time I paid my price. Smudge on my hand. No problem. I just wash it off. What were you talking about? I got distracted. That's why I had to catch these fruit flies because they are very distracting. Okay, they just fly around and yeah, photons. Yeah, electromagnetic wave and they have certain speed in vacuum and they slow down in water. All right, that's just like spaceship in the space. Yeah, in vacuum there's no resistance, there's no air. Okay, so it flies faster. But in the water, like submarine, I did talk about this analogy between submarine and spaceship. Okay, yeah, I mean there's more resistance. This water or airplane in the air, there's resistance. Okay, so it flies slower or sails slower in the water, air, as opposed to in vacuum out in the space. Okay, light no different. Okay, so there's no rhyme or reason to give light a special treatment. Okay, light isn't that special, right? Yeah, it has speed, but it does slow down. Medium, clear medium like water, it slows down even further if it travels along this glass. Yeah, the refraction. That's what this optical cable is based on. Maybe I should write about that too. Okay, optical cable. Light bounces along this wall of this optical glass fiber, optic cable. Okay, really slows down during the traveling this through this glass, as opposed to traveling in the air because glass has higher density than air density. Okay, so yeah, so light does slow down. Okay, depending on the medium. So speed of light isn't that absolute. Okay, it's just like any other traveler, like spaceship, submarine. Okay, there's no rhyme or reason to assume that speed of light is absolute. No. Okay. But yeah, that's another point where Einsteinian special relativity is very much religious, based on Judeo-Christianity, Judaism. Okay, because yeah, he himself is not very religious person, Mr. Einstein. I did write about that too. Okay, but special theory of relativity is about absolutivity. Okay, the absolute observer, steady observer, God, and the absolute speed of light, right? Absolutivity is very much Judeo-Christian kind of religious undertone. Okay, I did write about that today, right? So that's why it took me 3 hours. Okay, 5 pages because there's some meat content in there, right? The physics, philosophy, religion, all that good stuff. Okay, so Let me snap out of it. Okay, so kind of getting drunk. Okay, so I'm drinking. Right, let's take 5 minutes. Okay, so yeah. Okay, we are back. It's been almost 1 hour, so we may stop and restart. Let's do that, okay?